Quigger. Quigger.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Mr. Neil Quigley. Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome to Quigger's Plays Pop, the weekly and hopefully fun pop quiz. Back for, I think, it might be the 11th week this week, believe it or not. Very simple game to play along with. What I'll do is I'll give you 6 rounds of 5 questions in each round. I'll give you the questions. You have a go at the answers. I then give you the answers and you see how you get on. It's as simple as that. You're welcome to play the game however you like. If you are at home and you're lucky enough that you've got everyone around you, there's a big group of you, you can play together as one team. Or if you're like me, in a room by yourself, not a problem. All you can do is just battle against me, try and work out the answer to the questions I ask. Point scoring wise, it's again up to you really how you score points wise. Doesn't really matter. What I suggest is 1 point for every correct answer. In that case, there's 30 points on offer in total. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you've had a good week and you're coming to terms with how we are slightly getting the chance to slowly go back out into society, but at a very controlled and slowly measured way, it would seem. Thanks for joining us. You can, if you wish, as ever, drop us a message on the left-hand side and I'll say hello to you in between the rounds. But let's get underway with tonight's Quigger's Plays Pop. Here comes round 1. Round 1, just a simple question and answers round. Here we go then. Question 1 on tonight's pop quiz. Who had a 1980s hit with Girls Just Wanna Have Fun? Question 1. Who had a 1980s hit with Girls Just Wanna Have Fun? Question 2. Which female singer is the rapper Jay-Z married to? Which female singer is the rapper Jay-Z married to? It's your second question tonight. On to question 3. Which American female solo singer released an album in 2008 called Funhouse? Which American female solo singer released an album in 2008 called Funhouse? That's your third question. On to question 4 in our first round this evening. Who had a #1 hit with When You Say Nothing At All in 1999? Question 4. Who had a hit with When You Say Nothing At All in 1999? And your final question in our opening round is this. Where does the singer Ricky Martin originally come from? Where was he born? Question 5. Where does the singer Ricky Martin originally come from? Where was he born? That's your first 5 questions on tonight's fun pop quiz, Quigger's Plays Pop. I'll give you a few moments just to have a quick think. If you're struggling with any of those, I'll give you a tiny bit more thinking time. Hello to Julie, Linda and Louise joining us on the quiz tonight. Great to have you along. Hope you're enjoying today. It's been lovely weather today. I'd like to think some people are playing outside in the garden tonight, maybe in the sunshine or in the shade if you've had too much sun today. I'm looking a little reddish, aren't I? I did venture out in the garden for an hour or so. Right, that's enough time. Here's the answers to round 1. Question 1. Who had a 1980s hit with Girls Just Wanna Have Fun? That would be Cyndi Lauper. Is the answer to your first question, Cyndi Lauper. Question 2. Which female singer is the rapper Jay-Z married to? Beyonce is the answer we're looking for there. On to question 3. Which American female solo singer released an album in 2008 called Funhouse? I do like her. She puts on quite spectacular stage shows. She normally rides across the audience on a high wire or does trampoline, all sorts of stuff. Pink is the answer to that question. Pink had the album Funhouse. Question 4. Who had a hit with When You Say Nothing At All in 1999? Used to be in a boy band, went solo, now kind of gone back to the boy band and now gone solo again. Ronan Keating, the answer to question 4. And the final question in the first round, where does the singer Ricky Martin originally come from? Where was he born? He was born in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, the answer to question 5. Hope you had a good first round. You were successful and you got off to a good start tonight. Always important to start well. But then again, it's not really how you start, it's how you finish. And as I always say, how you score and how you play along with this quiz is entirely up to you. Hello to Andrew, who's joined us this evening. Good to have you along. If you like, if you've got time in between the questions, you can drop us a quick message and I will give you a quick hello and a mention as we go through the quiz. Right then, on to round 2. Round 2 is the first of our 2 lyrics rounds on tonight's quiz. What happens here is I will give you the opening lyrics to a song and I need you to tell me the name of the song and the original artist or band who released it. So it's round 2, the lyrics round. I'm after the song and the original artist or band that released it. Here we go then. Your first lyric tonight in round 2 is this. Every day I hear a different story. People saying that you're no good for me. Saw your lover with another and she's making a fool of you. Does that sound familiar? Did you buy that single when it was out? Question 1 in this lyric round. Every day I hear a different story. People say that you're no good for me. Saw your lover with another and she's making a fool of you. What's the song? Who did it? On to lyric 2. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. Lyric 2, remember, want the name of the song and the artist who did it. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. It's your second one tonight. On to your third lyric in round 2. Here it is. Mississippi, in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on the Victoria up high. Mama's dancing with baby on her shoulder. Does that ring a bell? Maybe the opening line really gives it away. Maybe none of it means anything to you whatsoever. But here it is again. Question 3. This lyric. Who sang it and what's it called? Mississippi, in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on the Victoria up high. Mama's dancing with a baby on her shoulder. Any idea? On to question 4 in our first round. Second round even. And it's this. All this talk of getting old, it's getting me down, my love. Like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time, I'm coming down. Quite anthemic, maybe? Lyric 4 again then. All this talk of getting old, it's getting me down, my love. Like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time, I'm coming down. What's the song and who did it? And our final lyric, our final question in our second round tonight. Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. Name of the song, who did it first? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. Any idea what that is? That's the end of our second round. Your first 5 lyrics tonight. I'll give you a few moments just to have a think. Maybe there's a few of them that you're trying to get through to the chorus. That's what it is. You think, oh, I know that song, but what's the chorus? What's it called? Probably where you are on at least one of those songs tonight, I would imagine. Yeah, it is fairly Elvis themed tonight. I've got my Taking Care of Business fleece behind me, and I've got the King on my t-shirt this evening as well. Here we go then. Answers to round 2, the lyrics round. Lyric 1. Every day I hear a different story. People saying that you're no good for me. Saw your lover with another and she's making a fool of you. Was a big song in the 80s for a fantastic duo. Freedom by Wham is the answer to question 1 in this round. Freedom by Wham. Well done if you got that. On to lyric 2. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. Very, very lively song with probably the saddest lyrics. In fact, it's got to be the most upbeat song with the most horrendous lyrics if you actually listen to them properly. Copacabana, Barry Manilow, the answer to question 2. On to question 3 then. Mississippi in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on a Victrola up high. Mama's dancing with baby on her shoulder. Very rocky, big hit in the early 90s. Black Velvet, Alana Miles, the answer to lyric 3. On to question 4 then, and your answer to this lyric. All this talk of getting old, it's getting me down, my love. Like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time, I'm coming down. As I said earlier, very anthemic, big song. The Drugs Don't Work by The Verve was the answer to question 4. And on to the final question in this round. Here's the lyric. Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. And yes, the Elvis t-shirts that I mentioned could be a clue. It's Walking in Memphis, Mark Cohn, the answer to lyric 5. That's the end of our second round then. Another lyrics round to come later on. 2 rounds down. How are you doing so far tonight? Are you doing better than you've ever done before? Are you having a difficult time? If you're struggling tonight, just blame the weather. Maybe it's too hot. It's affected your pop brain a little bit possibly. Okay then. The next round is our name related rounds. All the questions in this round are name related in some way, shape or form. 5 questions. Here we go. Question 1 in round 3 tonight on Quigger's Place Pop. Richard Melville Hall had hits with Porcelain and Where Does My Heart Feel So Bad under what name? Richard Melville Hall had hits with Porcelain and Why Does My Heart Feel So Bad under what name? Your first question in the names round. Question 2. Name the singer whose hits include The Climb and Wrecking Ball, whose first 2 names are actually Destiny Hope. Name the singer whose hits include The Climb and Wrecking Ball, whose first 2 names are actually Destiny Hope. That's question 2. On to question 3 in this round then. What is Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols' real name? What is Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols' real name? That's your third question in our third round. On to question 4. Who is Carol Yvette Marie Stevens better known as? Her songs do include I Feel For You and I'm Every Woman, if that helps a bit. Question 4. Who is Carol Yvette Marie Stevens better known as? Her songs include I Feel For You and I'm Every Woman. And the final question in the names round tonight. His big songs were Without You and Everybody's Talking, but what was Nielsen's first name? Question 5. His big songs were Without You and Everybody's Talking, but what was Nielsen's first name? That's all 5 questions for you tonight in our third round. Just give you a few moments to have a quick think, see if any of those are going to pop into your head in the next few moments. I'm just going to take a sip of my water. It's a very hot day. When the sun's out, you need to stay hydrated. Very important. Going to be nice for the rest of the week, I think. Well, certainly in England, I believe. I'm not so sure whether Ireland and Scotland and indeed Wales are going to be quite as nice. Hopefully so. I mean, when the sun's out, always makes everything better, doesn't it? Okay, I think that's enough thinking time on round 3 tonight. Here we go then with the answers. Question 1 in our names round. Richard Melville Hall had hits with Porcelain and Why Does My Heart Feel So Bad under what name? Moby is what he called himself professionally. Question 2 was, name the singer whose hits include The Climb and Wrecking Ball, whose first 2 names are actually Destiny Hope. Obviously her father, who also was a singer, was quite optimistic and very excited about having a daughter, it would seem. That is actually the actual first names of Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. Miley is actually a shortened version of the nickname Smiley that her dad gave her as a child. For some unknown reason, they dropped the S. Maybe she stopped smiling. I still can't get out of my eyes the amount of parodies of that Wrecking Ball video of that song that I've seen. And yeah, some of them give me sleepless nights. If you don't know what I mean, well, definitely don't search for it on YouTube. You'll have the same problem as me. Question 3. What is Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols' real name? John Lydon. Johnny Lydon went from being a big anarchist in the late 70s to a guy who I think was promoting butter on TV probably about 5 years ago. You know, you've got to stay versatile, got to diversify in this day and age. Question 4. Who is Carol Yvette Marie Stevens better known as? Her songs include I Feel For You and I'm Every Woman. You can see why she's shortened the name down a little bit. That is actually Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. Can't say it once, it's impossible, but I'll try. Shaka Khan. And finally in this round, question 5. His big songs were Without You and Everybody's Talking, but what was Nilsson's first name? Simply Harry. It was Harry Nilsson. Well done if you had another good round in round 3 tonight. Congratulations, very impressive. Hope you're enjoying playing along tonight on Quigger's Plays Pop, the weekly fun pop quiz hosted by me, Neil Quigley. There we go, let's get plugged in for my name. If you are enjoying it, by the way, and it's the first time you've watched it, on my Facebook page are all the old episodes. So you can, if you like, go back and play all of those if you've still got a lot of time on your hands. I guess, you know, as we're allowed outside and now the sun's shining, you probably haven't, but if you have, that is an option. Round 4 on the quiz every week, if you're new to it, is always our audio round. Now, it was the summer solstice over the weekend, so to mark that event, all this week's songs have summer in their titles. I'm going to play you a short clip of the song. I want you to tell me the band or artist that is performing it. So this week in the audio round, all the songs have summer in their titles. You're going to get a short clip of it. I want to know the band or artist that is performing it. Don't need to know the song, you could probably work that out. Just need to know the band or artist. Here you go, here's your first one tonight. Any idea who performed that song? That was your first question in the audio round tonight. On to your second one. Here it is. Going to play you again a song with summer in it, but I want to know who sang it. Who sung that? Who did that song? Audio round, all the songs have summer in. Just want to know the name of the band or artist that did them. That is all we're looking for on tonight's audio round. Here is the third one tonight. You know the song maybe, but who did it? What band or artist performed it? That's what we need to know. On to question 4 in the audio round. Again, another summer song, but who was responsible for this one? And finally, in the audio round tonight, one more song to play you. I want to know who was responsible for this summer classic. Pop in my CD and let me run around and put your car on cruise and lay back 'cause it's summertime. There's your 5 songs then on tonight's audio quiz. Did you recognise the songs? Do you know who sang them, who performed them? That's what I need to know. The answers I want as just the artists who perform each of those songs. Give you a few more moments thinking on that, and then we'll go back through them and I will reveal all those answers. So good. I know it sounds very cliche, but summer songs in the summer just sound fantastic. There is something to be said for seasonal songs, isn't there? And certainly that last one I played, I think that really does let you know that summer has arrived. Okay, I think that's enough thinking time on that. Let's go for the answers to round 4, our audio round. So celebrating the summer solstice that happened over the weekend, which is always an odd thing to celebrate. It's kind of the start of summer. We get to celebrate the longest day of the year, but that technically means that all the days are getting shorter from now on in. So, you know, what the world giveth, it taketh away. Right, answers. Audio round, question 1. Wanted to know who was the band or artist who did this song. Now, you didn't need to know this, but the song was The Boys of Summer, and the answer to question 1, Don Henley. Don Henley was what I was after there. The next audio clip question then, another summer song, but who was it by? That was the original band that did it. It was covered by a Swedish band, but that was the original, and it was Bananarama. Bananarama, the answer to question 2. On to question 3. Did you know who did this classic summer song? Nah, fantastic song, and it was by Loving Spoonful. Loving Spoonful, the answer to question 3. On to audio question 4. Who did this classic song that mentions summer in the title? Probably one of that person's best known songs, even though it never actually made it into the top 40. Never was a big chart success, but we all know it. Or do we all know it? We're about to find out. That was Summer of '69, and it was by Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams, the answer I was looking for there. And your final music clip in the audio round was this. Did you know who did this one? Pop in my CD and let me run around and put your car on cruise and lay back, 'cause it's summertime. Summertime was the song. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, aka Will Smith. I'll take Will Smith, but ideally what we're after was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince with Summertime. How did you get on in the audio round this week? If nothing else, surely it made you feel nice and summery, hopefully, at the absolute bare minimum. That's what I hope. Anyway, hopefully you did well and you got all of those songs correct. Well, the artist correct. I gave you the songs. Right then, 2 more rounds left on tonight's quiz. And the next one is round 5, which is the second of our 2 lyrics rounds. Same applies as ever. I will read you the opening lyrics of the song. In this round, I want the artist or the band that were best known for it and the name of the song. So I need the name of the song and the artist or band that maybe did the best known version, not necessarily the original version in this round 5. Here we go then. Question 1, round 5. Here's your first lyric. A man walks down the street. He says, "Why am I soft in the middle now? Why am I soft in the middle? The rest of my life is so hard." Does that lyric ring a bell? Here it is one more time. A man walks down the street. He says, "Why am I soft in the middle now? Why am I soft in the middle? The rest of my life is so hard." What's the name of the song? Who did it? That's what I need to know from you right now. Question 2. Hey little sister, what have you done? Hey little sister, who's the only one? Hey little sister, who's your Superman? Opening lyrics to a song. What's the name of the song? Who is it by? Hey little sister, what have you done? Hey little sister, who's the only one? Hey little sister, who's your Superman? Name of the song. Who is that by? On to question 3 in round 5, our penultimate round. Always like to say that at least once because it makes me feel special that I know such a big word. Here it is, lyric 3. I can feel a new expression on my face. I can feel a glowing sensation taking place. I can hear the guitars playing lovely tunes. Now, the way I read that, if you know the song, may have given you a slight clue inadvertently, because I quite like that song, and I think I almost ended up singing it. I mean, thankfully for you, I didn't, but here it is again. I can feel a new expression on my face. I can feel a glowing sensation taking place. I can hear the guitars playing lovely tunes. On to question 4, lyric 4. Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. Now, does that sound a very familiar opening to a well-known song, do you think? Here it is again, lyric 4. Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. And your final lyric in tonight's final lyric round is, and now the end is near, so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. Name of the song and who did the best known version of it is what I'm looking for there. Here it is a final time. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. Just give you a few moments to have a final think about the answers to any of those lyrics. Or maybe they all came to you straight away. Maybe you're all singing them now. I always say this, but it probably will happen. If it's a song you've not heard for a while and you like it, once you've heard those lyrics and they're in your head, you will end up singing it while you're doing the dusting tomorrow in the shower, and you won't know why. You won't remember why or how, but you will be singing it. Okay, let's go through the answers. Round 5, lyrics round, the name of the song and the artist or band who did the best known version of it, please. Here we go. Question 1. A man walks down the street. He says, why am I soft in the middle now? Why am I soft in the middle? The rest of my life is so hard. That was You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon. You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon. Answer to question 1. Question 2. Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? White Wedding, Billy Idol. Answer to question 2. On to question 3, and me almost singing it may have probably hindered you, to be fair, so I'll just read it this time. I can feel a new expression on my face. I can feel a glowing sensation taking place. I can hear the guitars playing lovely tunes. It is When You Walk in the Room. The Searchers was what I was looking for. Best known version in my opinion, and it's my quiz, so there you go. And question 4. Goodbye, Norma Jean, though I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. The original version of Candle in the Wind by Elton John. And the 5th and final question, lyric in this round. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, is of course My Way, Frank Sinatra. Well done if you got those right. You did well in that round. One more round left tonight. I hope you're enjoying the quiz. Thanks as ever for playing along. I appreciate you playing. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you're having a laugh. It's just meant as a bit of fun for a Tuesday night while we still can't go anywhere crazy, or we still can't be within 2 minutes of people we don't really know, or even those we do know. Okay, here we go then. Final round tonight, round 6. Just basic, simple question and answers in the final round. Question 1 in our last round. Who had a hit in 2010 with Alessandro? Who had a hit in 2010 with Alessandro? Question 2. Who is the lead singer with ABC? Who is the lead singer with ABC? And question 3. Who had a best-selling album in 1991 called Diamonds and Pearls? Who had a best-selling album in 1991 called Diamonds and Pearls? That's question 3. Question 4. Which boy band had a hit with Beat Again? Which boy band had a hit with Beat Again? And your final question, always a bit teary at this point, on tonight's quiz is this, question 5. Which reclusive female singer joined Peter Gabriel for the song Don't Give Up? Which reclusive female singer joined Peter Gabriel for the song Don't Give Up? It's your final question on tonight's quiz. Just give you a few more seconds to try and work those out. But I think with those question and answer ones in this round, I think it's a case of you probably either know them or you don't. I'm not sure they're going to come to you like some of the other rounds. So, a few more seconds and then we will go through it and give you the answers. Are you ready? How have you done? Anybody on for a full house tonight so far? Fingers crossed, I hope so. Right, round 6, here are your answers. Question 1. Who had a hit in 2010 with Alessandro? Lady Gaga is your answer to that one. Lady Gaga, big Queen fan? Yes, she did take her name from Radio Gaga, the song by Queen. Question 2. Who is the lead singer with ABC? Well, he references his first name in one of their big hits, but that probably wouldn't have helped you, I'd imagine. Martin Fry. Martin Fry is the lead singer with ABC. Question 3. Who had a best-selling album in 1991 called Diamonds and Pearls? It's the purple one himself. It's Prince. Question 4. Which boy band had a hit with Beat Again? Which boy band had a hit with Beat Again? They were on the X Factor. They never won it. They were, I think, second or third when their year was to shine. And it's JLS. JLS. What was it? Jack the Lad Swing, I believe. No wonder they kept it short. I mean, the full version, Jack the Lad Swing, not that impressive really as a name. And finally then, which reclusive female singer joined Peter Gabriel for the song Don't Give Up? That would be Kate Bush. Kate Bush, the answer to our final question tonight. Thank you for playing along and watching at home. Hope you enjoyed it. That is the end of tonight's Quiggers Plays Pop. Great to have you along. Stay safe, look after yourselves, take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, from me, Neil Quigley, that's it. Good night.
Quiggers. Quigger.